Righto, it's Sunday. I really didn't want to go to work today. I had a huge day at the yard yesterday, but I moved all the cars out of the way. Look, I can actually get it out. You can take Jag for a run, go over to the workshop. I'll show you what I've been up to over there. Moving forward, it's huge. I got a big clean up and my new, let's call it, apartment is in place. But anyway, went down to Onsong the other day to get some coils for the RX8. So, while I'm heading over to the yard in the Jag, you guys head down to Onsong in Blackbutt, Boost Grumps YouTube channel, and check out what happened down there. Down at Onsong Performance, the boys from Boost Grumps on YouTube. Check them out, guys. I messaged them the other day after we done that live stream, and they had a coil, so I'm down here to grab it now. But anyway, look at this thing, R33 400R bars. I've got a bar the same as this getting repaired. It's got those little lights in the front. This thing looks pretty cool. 400R bonnet with the scoop, 400R side skirts. How good's that? I've got the same kit. My rear bar's not as aggressive, but I did see a wing like this that was chopped down and sat back. Yeah, I want to see if I can. It was on one of it was on Tommy FYR's video at the Ars Day in Japan this week. So yeah, it looked pretty good. I've got the small bobtail one for mine, so it's just like, yeah, it's like a small bobtail, but this thing looked good sitting back in like a drag style wing, which I quite like. This thing's pretty tidy, I like it. I wasn't like, I had a really nice, got Ganna doors too, looks like they're real ones too. Wow. The mirrors, that's what I'm talking about there. I had a really nice white M-spec R33 Skyline, but I sort of half hated on it because I wanted an R32, but I'm starting to really like the 33s again. Anyway, let's go and see the boys from Onsong and grab a coil for this rotary. Yeah, because it's got late model. All my LSs that I've got were all LS1s, so early square coils, whereas we need a round one. So I'll go in and say hello. Look at him, he's getting ready for me here now. He's onto it.
G'day.
We've always got something interesting going on in here.
Something like that. So yeah, these are an LQ9 coil. They came on the truck LSs from the States.
Well, there you go. The odds of me finding one of them were very, very slim. Look at these plates. Love it. How good's that? But remember a while ago there was that guy with the Tirana that got hassled about his plates because they said something ridiculous, but that's...
Oh, I remember. Yeah, it was Weapon or something. Weapon, WPN.
Yeah,
they made him surrender them because they were offensive or some shit.
Yeah, whereas that's that.
I think
this guy's gone the opposite way to what I want to go, because I got that 180SX the other day, and he's gone the 180SX pop-ups. I want to go back. I want to go the other way, where the Sylvia front onto my 180.
Yeah, still 80 instead of a Columbia.
Yeah, because I'm not real sold on these fronts. This thing's awesome, guys.
Tell you what's good. Jake Jones, he's got a, they call it a Sunvia.
Yep.
And what it is a Sylvia bonnet with a 180 front.
Okay.
So what you end up with is a bonnet that comes all the way down.
Yep.
But you end up with this little gap in the bar. It's like a sleepy eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good. Sly eye, they call it. Sly eye. So yeah, they call it a Sunvia.
Cool. I've got to look a bit further, but it's sort of, I've got to buy at least a bonnet and a front bar, but I like the other front. Look, oh, this is awesome. I like these Sylvias, eh? I love the coupe. I'd much prefer that. These days it's hard. Beggars can't be choosers, eh? Like you can't, you cop what you cop. Like if you find something that's not rusted out and it's good, you've just got to fall in love with it and make friends. It's just, this thing's a weapon.
Yeah.
So what have you guys done to this one? I did mention before, they do have Boost Grumps, which is a YouTube channel, so I'm guessing a lot of this stuff's on their channel.
Yeah.
But what's this thing? This is a weapon.
We tuned it late last year. It's for a mate of ours from the Gold Coast. He got it back, and then not long after that, I think it was a Biagio turbo that it had on it.
Yeah.
There's a low mount set up and the turbo just shit itself, so...
Yeah, you just had a stock low mount manifold with a turbo on it. We tuned it with the turbo shut to bed, so we've just done full 6 burst high mount with dump pipe. So
Pulsar G30.
G30 770. So this is just a RB25 Neo DE with the turbo stuff added on.
Nice.
On the 85, so we're sort of looking for somewhere around 500 horsepower.
Very
Yeah,
good.
well, we made 450 last time. It'll easily go 500, but we're thinking we'll stick to that 450
Yeah,
mark.
sometimes it's not worth going to that limit.
Well, we know with our other customers that have like these 25, the really good 25 boxes, they are really good. But even so, we've found that, or our customers have found that once you get around
It'll definitely hammer.
once you get around that 500 horsepower mark, even the 25 boxes aren't too stoked. So.
No, this thing's awesome.
And
Yeah.
he's got big side skirts and there's plenty of aero to go on it, but he was kind enough to remove it all
Yeah.
before he dropped it in.
I just like the roof line on these coupes more than the and I'm a big fan of the roof wings. Yeah, on everything. Roof ring the world, I reckon. No, this thing's awesome. Love it.
So yeah, it's very cool.
It is, I'm very happy with it. I don't know which way to go. I've sort of, I've gone down the rotary path at the moment, which is what these coils are for, and I'm even thinking a rotary in that 180, because no matter what way I go, I've got to buy motor, got to buy box, got to do heaps of stuff, and yeah, I can buy bulk lots.
You're pulling the V6 out?
No, keep that for sure.
Who fucking put that in there to start with? Of all things, like.
Apparently the car was a local car and a lot of guys know about the car and all the rest of it. I think there was a lot of cruising in Kingaroy and causing trouble with the CA that was in it. Yeah. And then, yeah, probably at the time, that thing's been in that paddock for 10 years, right? So, yeah, back then there wasn't the access to
parts
the parts, and the fuel systems weren't available, the computer systems, and you know what I mean? There wasn't the joint knowledge of everyone to do. You know, like, it wasn't like we're in the middle of nowhere, right? Because just so everyone knows, these boys are just down the road from me. They're 45 minutes closer to Brisbane, but I'm still a long way from Brisbane. But finding that knowledge out here and finding parts out here would be, you know, it's hard, but yeah.
Different world now.
This one here belongs to our local tattoo artist, Aaron from Optimal Ink. You can Google him. He's been working on this thing for a long time.
Yeah, I was starting to think this day would never come, but here it is, it's on the dyno.
No, Aaron's got a few projects. He's got a HR as well, HD, sorry. And but yeah, but we all run short of money. That's the problem. And we have families, and yeah, but yeah, it's going to get there. It'll be interesting once it's up and going. And yeah, it is very hard to keep money up the projects. You guys, I don't know if you guys have checked out their channel, but I do suggest you do, because they do work on a lot of good stuff. Another mate just got a VE ute done with a pretty stout LS as well, full cam thing. I'm guessing that's, you know, you can see all that stuff on their channel. I play with junk, they play with good stuff. But yeah, this wagon's really, really nice. Astra power steering.
It's just junk that costs a bit more.
Yeah. Well, they get to work on other people's cars with their money, whereas I play with my stuff and I'm broke. So, but yeah, but what do you do? It's
We are that busy, we don't have time to play with our stuff, and we're broke too. So.
Well, I just got informed about half an hour ago that my daughter's formal is next Friday, and I only just got the cylinder head back 2 days ago for my Jag. So tonight the Jag motor's going back together. So, yeah, because my daughter's starting to stress apparently. But anyway, we'll get that Jag back together. Righto, I'm gonna grab this coil, have another look at some more cars, be late to my next job because I'm going to talk too much shit as I do, and say thank you for the coil. Make sure you check out their channel. If I can work out how to do it, I'll put a link down below. Righto, I know I said I was going to go do some work, but I spotted some rusty shit down the backyard, and we all know how in love I am with rusty shit. Righto, so 31s, I'm a big fan of 31s, R31s that is. So this one's, they're going to do some drifting, these boys. So what's he going to be using?
So the S13's for him.
This is, okay, so these are the two drift cars they're going to put together, 31 and a 13. I'm spewing. Do you reckon he'd swap me this for my 180?
Probably not. So this is full 5-stud all round.
Yep.
It's got early nice vibe knuckles and extended LCAs. Full R33 drum brake rear end 5-stud.
Oh, okay, sweet.
That's a S15 steering rack.
Oh, he's done a fair bit to it. I understand why he doesn't want to sell it. I just,
That's what I mean. Like,
the hatch on mine is in good condition. It's not rusty, and I know I seem like a bitch, but I just like the styling of the, yeah. of the coupe.
Like as a rolling shell, it's pretty much ready to go. We just got to sort out the rest of the rubber here. And then the 31 is just a 28 spline. It was a Pintara, but I've converted it to 28 spline, but it's still got the 411s from the Pintara.
Yep.
And then it's full RB factory front ends, fully adjustable lower control arms.
Yep. Like the guards. Oh,
yeah,
good.
pumps, yeah, fiberglass
The
guards.
cross members on these sit so low, it's crazy.
Yeah, well,
I
actually,
see that.
I put double spaces in there for where I was trying to get the LS, because originally I wanted to get the LS in there without a left-hand starter conversion, so that's why I did all that. But it's not worked out geometry-wise, so I'm going to have to take them out and just bite the bullet and get a left-hand starter.
All right.
But like even with these lower control arms, the way this front end is, like I need to actually get the like the coil towers. I had to cut them out and put adjustable camber tops on them to get the camber out, otherwise it just was ridiculous. So
now,
they're full adjustable.
Looking in here, it starts a conversation with you guys. We were just talking about these boys get a bit of sponsorship from Max Speeding Rods. I've been approached by a tool company, which I'm going to try and hook these guys up with as well. In order to make more YouTube videos and move forward for myself, I'm going to have to take some advertisement. I'm not talking about video games and stuff like that, but do you guys care if it is actually applicable to you guys and it is a benefit to you guys? Like, I just somehow have to make this work a bit more efficiently. But anyway, I'll let you know about that in the future.
Like they're short knuckles as well. Like the lock on this thing is ridiculous.
Oh, sweet. You've spent a fair bit of money on this thing already.
Yeah, well that's a lot of sponsorship stuff as well, RB Factory.
Okay, yep.
So anyway, it was never meant to take this long, but like Red was just saying, we'll run out of money, we get busy, we've got families and shit.
So this one, so RB Factory.
So yeah, that's full RB Factory front end pretty much. So camber arms,
Yep.
yeah, clearance camber arms, fully adjustable lower control arms to suit R33, adjustable camber tops.
Yep.
They're his knuckles as well.
Okay, yep.
So yeah, and then this will get R33 brakes on the front.
Righto. Alright, cool. So yeah, so RB House, you said?
RB Factory.
RB Factory, whereabouts are they?
He's in Ipswich.
In Ipswich, okay, so local Australian, Queensland, Ipswich?
Yeah, all local.
Sweet, awesome. It's always good to support the people that are going to support us, to be able to play cars to play with you, I suppose. It's a hard, yeah. Alright, cool. I like my R31s, I'm really looking forward to mine.
So the plan with these is very similar drivetrain combos, just aspirated LSs.
Okay.
On 98, like just nice, reliable 400 horsepower, similarly matched, so that we can just drive together. And
same sort of thing that I was doing with my mate that shit on me with our little track cars, is something competitive against each other.
Yeah.
So you can have fun with your mate
fun.
and not try and compete with everyone that's got deeper pockets than us.
Yeah.
But mum and dad, you know, help them out. But anyway, all right. I just thought you'd be interested in that. I know I am. So, yeah. Righto, I am leaving now after spending all the time, but we have our coil to put onto the RX8. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. It was always good to go down and see the boys, and I appreciate getting that coil too. I'll get back to this one here in a second. So I've been doing some processing, which is great. Yeah, I'm going to put that one there, back up on top of that Brumby there. We're getting there. I've processed a heap of cars. I've got a heap of wheels to sort out. Here's the rotary here. I'll go on record saying that I don't think it's low compression. I reckon it's got something to do with the SSV, the secondary valve, solenoid valve, or whatever it is. But yeah, so I've cleared through this area here. I've got those ones stacked there, moved a few, so I can get through here now onto this front plateau that I've put together. Problem is, I moved a bit more dirt the other day, but it's just still very soft, and my forklift actually got bogged here just in the soft stuff. So what my plan is there's ones with wheels. I'm going to use the Bobcat to push them down and start sitting them here, because this is pretty well where the edge of it will come from, because my boundary's the fence there, so it sort of runs through to along with the truck there. So I need about a metre there for the retaining wall and stuff. So yeah, my next step is to clear this area here, so get that dirt there moved so I can get in here, because I want to get rid of a couple. Well, those two are gone, the HR's obviously not going, but yeah, so clear this area because I've got a couple more big old trucks. I've got a big cab over, a Ford cab over, which might become like a toy hauler sort of project down the track, and the Bedford's a J model, but it gives me my wheels I need for the Dodge so I can actually get that going and drive it. So yeah, so we're all happening, like this is coming together quite well. I'm pretty happy, to be honest. The yard is really coming together, and every little bit more every day I spend on the yard gets me another step closer to being able to work in the workshop. Righto, and I'll show you my apartment. Yeah, look how cool this thing looks. I love it. It looks fat as this thing. I'm loving the whole rotary thing, to be honest. Really enjoying it. Righto, so my plan is I still got these couple of utes here. I don't know what to do with them. This one here and this one here, both got motors and boxes in them. I'd like them to go to someone. I don't want to scrap them. Yeah, and I'm going to do something retro. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put the coil out. See this camper van, right? The style of that'd have to be early 70s, I'd say, early to mid 70s. What car do we build to go with this, to build a setup with a car, a classic car, and that? What shape and styling do you guys think goes with this Chesney camper? Okay, so yeah, because we'll do like wheels and that, matching wheels on it, and some sort of matching paint scheme or something, and build like a retro camper sort of thing. So anyway, righto, so here's the next part of my insanity. I've got this one. Okay, so this one's a milk one, obviously. I'm going to paint it green like the building and put some timber and stuff on it. This one's insulated, which means it's going to be good summer and winter for thermal dynamics or whatever.